it was mentioned at least that Prophet said that at the age of 40, if your good deeds are more than your bad deeds are more than your good, then you should be worried. Is this something that a person would know by just reflection, or the other signs that would be there to recognize that?
If by the age of 40 a man is not knowing that he has wasted his life, then he's in big trouble. The word of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, if by the age of 40, if a man's good deeds is not more than his bad deeds, then prepare yourself for the fire. That is a warning. Would any believer, when he reaches the age of 40, say, oh, Alhamdulillah, I don't fall under that category? Any believer is going to say that? Any believer, have you ever heard 1,400 years, any believer saying, looking at this hadith and saying, I'm weighing, I pray more, so I'm safe? Or is every believer afraid? Is every believer afraid from this? They are. If Hazrat Umar, radiallahu an, he is afraid that he is going to be called a munafiq, what about us? This is the problem. Because as Muslims, we are not studying the lives. You only know how to give fatwa to each other by this ayat and this hadith, but you don't know the lifestyle of these people, of the Sahabi Kiram, of the Tabi'in, of the awliya, at least the awliya living in your midst, in your country, in your nationality. You're not studying it. Nobody is studying it. They cancel all of that. So how are you going to learn? How is it possible for us to learn so much from 1,400 years now? It is impossible. Hazrat Umar was afraid that he was going to be called a munafiq. The same Hazrat Umar, the Shia under Shah Ismail, when he massacred all the Ahl Sunnah, because that whole area there, it was very strong Ahl Sunnah, it was 600 years, even more. When he came, he massacred. It was a genocide that was there. Nobody talks about it. Of course, they only say, oh, conflict, Sunni and Shia. That is the time he made it a law for the mimbars, for the imams to curse at the three Sahabis and the three Khalifas, to curse publicly. And they made it into a national holiday, Bayram, for the one who assassinated Hazrat Umar. They made a tomb for him, and every year on the day that Hazrat Umar was assassinated, they made it into a big feast, into a Bayram. More I can say, you can find out. Don't trust what I'm saying. You can find out up till today, what they're doing, how they're depicting Hazrat Umar. That's why you have to have the Ottomans to break the backbone, because you pass your limits. So Hazrat Umar was afraid that he was going to be called a munafiq. The list was given by the Holy Prophet ﷺ to a Sahabi Kiram. He says, this is the list of munafiqs. And everybody knew he had the list, but Prophet says, don't tell anyone. And he didn't. Everyone tried to ask him. Like this, he says, no, I cannot. The first one to ask him whether he's on that list was Hazrat Umar. So what is our now attitude towards a hadith like that? It is enough now to say, I didn't do well. I didn't do good enough. How are you going to know? Look at your life. Look at what you're busy with. You don't know nothing. You don't know Quran, you don't know hadith. It's okay. It's okay. You don't pray too much. You don't know. You don't go seeing sheikhs or this or that. It doesn't matter. Look at your life. From the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, how much time I'm busy with remembering my Allah. Not worship, not namaz, not salah, just remembering my Allah. Giving thanks to Him. Remembering my Prophet ﷺ. In a day, in a week, in a month. How much time? What shakes my heart? What makes me to cry? What makes me to laugh? What makes me to think? What boils my blood? What cools it? All you need to ask. When you say it is mostly 99% dunya, then you know I'm a little bit of a trouble. If you are checking and you say, I'm upset about the injustice that is happening in this world. I'm upset about the dishonor that they're giving to Allah and His Holy Prophet ﷺ. I'm also upset I don't get enough money or I'm having trouble this, but all these things also occupy a place in my heart. I like to go and to visit the awliya. I like to hear stories about them. It's like they become alive. And that time you can sit and you can calculate. You need 40 years for your blood to calm down. You need 40 years for you to understand what a mess and what a prison this world is. Because when you're 20 years old, you will never think this world is a prison. Which is why Allah is praising those young ones that when they're young, they're running after Allah's way. When you're young, you think you'll live forever. But once you get more and more experience, then you discover, oh, this dunya, yalan dunya. Everyone is disappointing me. Everyone wants them. Then who? Where am I going to turn? Turn to your Lord. You think whatever you felt Holy Prophet ﷺ did not feel? Whatever disappointment you have, whatever hurt you have, whatever betrayal you have, you think Prophet ﷺ did not feel? He felt more. He felt for his entire ummah. He felt for the prophets. So don't be alone. Don't be alone. This is what modern life is teaching you. Be alone. Pretend you have thousands of friends. Pretend they care for you because they always text you and they always like you. Pretend that, but you're alone. Where are you going to hold on to? Who? You know who is alone and who has cut off all hope from Allah? Shaitan. Shaitan. Is that true? Did Allah cut off all hope to him, from him? No. So you see, today's people, they become shaitanic. They cut off all hope from Allah. They think they're alone. No, it is forbidden to be alone. Only Allah is alone. Allah saying to His angels on a night like this, what are they asking for? What are they asking for? My creatures. The angels are going to say, they are asking for better dunya, Ya Rabbi. Allah is saying, open the way. Are they struggling? Are they working hard to open that dunya? He says, yes. Open the dunya a little bit for them. Close the akhirat a little bit for them. Allah is asking, what are they asking for? These are the ones they're asking, Ya Rabbi. They're afraid and they're asking for you. They're asking for me. Open the way to me more. Because they're asking for me, I give command and order for the dunya to give to them so that they're not going to be busy with this dunya. Allah never forgets us. And He has given us this, for this ummah especially. This is the Bayram of the angels. This is the Eid of the angels. And after this is going to be another Eid for the angels, which is Laylatul Qadr. This is the other holy day for us. After Barat, which is Laylatul Qadr. To this nation, Allah has given what is only given to the angels too, not to the other nations. Yet, look to see what people are asking. They only ask for their heart to be satisfied. They think they can be satisfied if I get this woman, if I get this man, if I get this money, if I get this sincerity. Sincerity? They are looking for this world. Sincerity is to understand Qul huwa Allahu ahad. He is Allah. We are in need of Him. We are running to Him. He will show us. Each and every one of us, He will show us something different. But He is far away from us. There's nothing that we can describe Him with. Sincerity. Ask for more sincerity in a night like this. That's why I'm asking sincerity and intelligence. This tariqat is not just copying, just going up and down. You have to break the idols that is inside of you, your wrong understandings, your wrong attitudes. That is the most difficult thing to do. To make a zikr, to fast, to make namaz, to recite, to memorize, not that difficult. Why? Because even munafiqs can do that. But only the sincere ones are going to say, I have to destroy this. But it is me, it is a part of me. You think it is. Your stubbornness, it has to be destroyed. And that time something will open. Through those cracks, more light is going to shine through. You're going to lose more of yourself. Yes, you're going to start dying. What does dying means? Giving up. Doesn't exist anymore. It's not important anymore. Everything you hold on to be most important, that is not for the sake of Allah, is going to start dying. It's not important. We have more control over it. May Allah give us more sincerity, inshallah.
Ameen.
ومن الله توفيق الفاتحة. آمين. السلام عليكم.